Good morning and welcome to RockChat. And I would have done this video a little while ago, but I've been having some problems this morning with not just allergies but with my asthma. Every morning I seem to wake up, so there must be something in the bedroom that's really not sitting right with me, and so I just wake up and have to blow my nose about 20 million times. That's not really an exaggeration either, it doesn't feel like one. And really tight chested and breathless. And when I sneeze and sneeze and sneeze, my tinnitus gets really loud as well. So yeah, got to figure out what it is because I need to eradicate it. Anyway, my hair's gone very light. Look at that. The pink has really dropped out. There's a little tinge of it still, but it's not very bright now at all. I still like it. It's still kind of different, but not as bright. It's brighter in reality than it looks on the lens, I guess. Only just. Well, today I'm going to do a whip Wednesday, so I don't have to do a whip Thursday. If I can remember those. No, I should be able to. It's just I have to go out and do a couple of errands first. I'll pick up some medication and bits and bobs. So I'll do that when I get back, and I might do a live stream. I'll try and do an early one. I said that yesterday, didn't I? But it didn't really work out. But I'll try and do that because I got stuck into some whips. So they've got some finished objects. Whoa, whoa. So yeah, I'll do that later on, and hopefully do a live stream as well, if I can get rid of this dreadful allergy and breathlessness. I've had an antihistamine, just waiting for it to work. It's not my usual one, so when I go and get the medication, that's where they sell the one I usually get. It's much better, and it's just £1. So you know, much better all round. I'm gonna need to blow again. Sorry about this. I'll be back. Sorry about that. I feel like I've got a cold, but I haven't. You know, you can tell the difference between a cold and allergies. Well, mostly you can. There are the odd occasions when the lines get blurred and you suddenly think, oh, it wasn't an allergy, but this is definitely allergies. I have it every morning. So yesterday I put in an order for Hobbycraft, and I had a £20 voucher from Gary's son for Christmas. So there's precious little yarn, seriously, online at Hobbycraft. They had a lot of 3 for 2s, and when I looked through it, it all said out of stock. But I didn't notice that, and I put an order in for 3 skeins of this one particular one that kind of looked cute, and it went into my basket. But because originally I just purchased a drawing board, and I know that sounds a bit weird, but there is a theory. I struggle to sew my squares for my bag because, you know, you sit with a needle and you're not looking down like this. So eventually that gets a bit achy. And so really I thought if I had a nice sloping board, then I could put them in front of me and I could easily sew them. And they'd be in the right place for me. And I could just sit and do it without bending and craning my neck too much, which causes a bit of discomfort. So I ordered one, and plus Gary likes to draw, so he'll probably use it as well. So that's cool. Yeah, I thought I'd get one of those. So I ordered one. It was about this big, I suppose, maybe around about that size. Just perfect, really, for putting on the bench here, or wherever I am. If I can try and prop it while I'm sitting, that would be so much the better. And I can get some sewing done. So I haven't really sewn much of my bag because I wanted to try it out. So that's on hold for a little while until that arrives. I don't know how long it'll take for it to arrive. So it's really weird because I ordered these like couple of skeins, had free postage, which took me a little bit over the money, but I put that towards it. And when I went back to look and thought, you know, see if they've got any more, every single one of them was out of stock. Every one, except that one went in my basket. So I have, maybe I was just lucky to pick the only one that had 3 left. Or maybe if you try your luck on the out of stock ones, There might be a little bit of stock, but it's showing out of stock. I don't know. But it's, anyway, I'll just have to wait and see if it arrives. I hope it arrives soon anyway, the board, because I really want to give it a go. I've been thinking it for ages. Why haven't I got something that just will slant and then I can... I mean, it might slip down, you know. It might not really work out as well as I imagine. I'll have to work it out, a way of making it work. We'll have to see. So, yeah, that's my little order for yesterday. Sorry, I've got to do it again. Such a nuisance. Hang on. Sorry, guys, I have no idea where it all comes from. I seriously don't. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say now. Must have blown my brains out instead. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what happens a little bit each time. Maybe I'll blow my sanity away. What was I going to say? Heavens to Betsy. No, gone. Oh, well. Couldn't have been that important, as my mum used to say. It probably was. Never mind. It's probably something really funny. Really clever. You know, just saying. So, yes. The other channels are doing quite well. Little bit of uplift there. Needs a bit more uplift. I've got the... let's see if we can do it again. Biscuity. No. My fingers are in the wrong place. Biscuit. Jam and toasted. The thumb works. Can't really get it the right direction. Never mind. So yes, still got to do a few other bits and pieces to some of my whips, and I want to get them done and dusted. I'm really trying to get them sorted and get them done. Some have obviously had to wait a little while, and some are finished. I'm so excited. How can you get that excited over finished objects? I don't know. But my biggest priority is to try and get to the bottom of this allergy. Now, there is yarn in the room now, so it could be fibres, but I think it's probably the lampshade and the curtains need coming down and cleaning. I think that's probably more likely, because I sleep right by the curtain. So that could be it. I'll have to see. So all of the new coronavirus gubbins is getting very worrying, although I did hear today that the Oxford AstraZeneca could stop you, if you have had the vaccine, it stops the spread. So that's really cool. I'm just hoping that when they eventually get to me, that's the one I have. I really want that one. I know it's not like sweets, you can't pick and choose, but out of all of the ones, excuse me about all this, I really hate it. And the only other alternative is to not do my RockChats. Otherwise, you have to kind of just put up with this sickness. I have a sickness. So, what else can I tell you today? Oh my goodness, I did have something, but it went out my brain, and no, it's not coming back. I haven't even got a cup of tea. Maybe that's it. Perhaps it's tea deprivation. Oh, I'm not looking forward to going out today. Raining. There's a surprise. I bet you're shocked. You know, it's raining. Never stops. I think, did it rain on St Swithin's Day? Because the actual legend is, if it rains on St Swithin's Day, it rains for 40 days and 40 nights. And then we need the Ark. Well, I think that might be two different legends. Perhaps not, I don't know. But anyway, I think someone must have upset St Swithin, whoever he was. Patron saint of rain, probably. Anyway. Certainly like giving us more than our fair share here at the moment. And it's, you know, I hate it because it makes my hair frizz and curl. So, and I've got no decent hoods on any of my coats. I can use a woolly hat, but my coats used to, actually I've got one behind the door. Depends whether it's snug at the moment or fits well. I have to try it out. I have to try that one. But none of them have got very good hoods. I've been moaning about hoods for years. It used to be that you could buy a coat with a hood on it and have these little toggles, and you could pull it tight so that on weather like this you could just get your hair in, pull it tight, and you'll be snug as a bug. But for the last, 4 years, they've been making these hoods that are like fashion accessories on a coat. You know, huge with massive big furry stuff around the outside. Not fit for purpose, no toggles to snug them down. So the merest gust of wind or head movement, they're gone. And the fur, well, you know what that's like when it gets wet. Lovely to have around your face. So, yeah, not fit for purpose. So just look at me. I've got this really cute, big fluff around my face. Yeah. Give us a hood with a toggle. I don't care if it's ugly. I don't care if I look like a gnome. You know, as long as this doesn't go dry and fuzzy and, you know, just say it. Hoods are supposed to be functional. They're not fashion accessories. Ridiculous. At least make them both if you're going to do that, you know. Put the fur so it doesn't go in your face. Give us a thing to scunch them down. I know that when they're like this big, it's hard to scunch them down. But then I wouldn't buy that, you know. But I went in Wallace. I went in all the shops where I normally buy coats. Every single coat was the same. Hood, not functional. What's that all about? Obviously, there's no shops at the moment, so I'm making do with old coats. Yeah, isn't it funny? They reckon that the fashion industry has really suffered. Well, we're not going anywhere, we're not buying any clothes, and it just goes to show, do you really need them? You know, all those times that you went out and bought a top, all those times that you go out and you think, oh, I'll treat myself, get some shoes. Do you need them? Really? No. We've all got so much stuff and clutter, which has wasted all our money when you think about it. I know sometimes you need a little boost, you need a little good feel-good thing. So yeah, I might go out, treat yourself to a top or treat yourself. But really, it becomes a bit, well, it does with my family, it becomes a bit of an obsession. It started with my Uncle Jack, believe it or not. My Uncle Jack was a real glamour puss. He didn't just buy really nice pullovers. In the, I suppose it was the 60s, there was a fashion for these real kind of close-knit woolen pullovers that were very thin, like cashmere and things like that. And he had a lot of money, never any kids. So, you know, he'd going to a shop, and it wouldn't be a cheap shop either, and he'd say, I'll have one of those in every colour. And then he'd do the same with shirts. I'll have one of those, but every colour. And he'd hoard, got to do it again, loads and loads of clothing. My mum was the same. Terrible. So that rubbed off on me. It's rubbed off on Paul for sure, and it's also rubbed off on Mike in the terms of like jackets. The boy has so many jackets. I just need to blow. Won't be a moment. Man, sorry about that. It's happened to the other side of the nose now. So yes, I can trace this back. Well, at least I can trace it back to the thought of my Uncle Jack. But maybe Uncle Jack got it from somebody. Doubt it though. I think in days before Uncle Jack, it really maybe was. I don't know. Because obviously he was buying in the 50s and 60s, and before that kids didn't have the money. You know, that was the phenomenon when suddenly the purchasing power was with the youngsters. So he started it all. He was a lovely man, Uncle Jack. Very sensitive. I think he was really gay, you know. It's true to be told. That's why they never had any kids, they never slept together, and they never... no hanky-panky at all. And he was always had problems, you know. And he was the best knitter and crocheter in the whole family. Plus he used to do all my mum's hair and her sisters and make their clothes and dress them. You know, if they were going out, he would always be the one to advise. So, yeah, I think he might have been in the closet. He tried to tell me once when I was very young. Couldn't handle it, though. I think he wanted to actually unburden. Trouble is, I was probably about 11, and you know, I wasn't really worldly wise. If I'd been maybe a bit older, it wouldn't have been so bad. Anyway, really waffling on about anything now, aren't I? No other bits to impart other than the fact that if you haven't already checked out my giveaways, please do. Everyone's in with a chance. There's quite a few prizes, so it's not like one time. And you know, I suppose Jen never thought she'd win, but she did. So and I need to post that off soon, get that done. Oh man, I can't believe this. I'm going to go because I'm just drowning in ick. So thanks for watching, and watch out later on. This will all be gone hopefully, and it's my morning routine. Oh, it's become a routine. It's really dragging me down as well. So this will all be hopefully gone, and I can get on, do my Whip Wednesday, maybe a live stream, and I'll see you all later. So watch out for that, because it won't be, it might be earlier, might be a totally crazy time. And look, if you're not getting your notifications, don't forget, over on Rocksteady, I have a video there that shows you how to reset them. And remember that you don't get them via email anymore. It's only on the app, etc. So, yeah, wang your way over there, subscribe, and I never miss an opportunity. So, and watch that and see if you can sort that out. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. And I'm just going to do my Slim Chat. So, bye for now, everyone.